Hey, guess what? We've taken full advantage of the fact that nobody really gets kicked out of the internet. We've made it to episode 4. I mean, you have to admit by now, we're one of the best, if not the best. We've had Shakes Mashaba, Roger Desai, Edward Mutale. I mean, what more can you expect from Football Faras? It's a show for fans by fans, and we are here for episode 4. This week, we'll look at movers and shakers in the transfer window.
Have you ever been...
No.
You've never been...
See who's in line for a Ballon d'Or.
Belly what? Belly?
Duke Belly Man.
Boom.
And we'll break bread with one of South Africa's most successful coaches.
We go there, we lose, get a call on a Thursday. You're out. I said, okay, I'm out. I said, let me do the Champions League at least. 2 games, let me go. Anyway, it was out. So that was hell of a disappointment because that's the furthest I've been in the Champions League.
But first, Gary Neville was busy. Roy Keane was drop-kicking a fan and Max Maponyane flat out refused. And so, we're stuck with Mo and Mo. These are your headlines.
What do you mean there's a hyphen?
Ha, then Ranku.
That's crazy.
It's not one word.
It's just like a sound word and then like... It's like Bertus.
What is a Hagabertes actually?
I think it's a bird that lives in Bertrams.
So it's an albatross from veterans.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a ghetto albatross.
And there you have it, guys. Hagabertes is an albatross from Bertrams. And you're welcome, South Africa. You've been singing it in the World Cups and stuff. Talking about the albatross.
We're just here to change lives.
One day at a time.
Our first host believes that the 1-2 is a burger special and puts sewing pins in his soccer boots as studs. It is Mothebe.
And our second host thinks Shibobo is a place in Japan. Make some noise for Mojak Lehoko.
In our first headline, Carlo Ancelotti claims that Jude Bellingham's success is due to his genetics. He says he works hard, incredibly disciplined, but it is mostly genetics.
That's wild.
Wow, Don Carlo.
Is he insinuating?
What we think
Is he suggesting?
that Don Carlo looks like he tells a dietitian at Real Madrid to use castor oil.
He says to them, Baspeite!
Speita! In the spoon, no.
Peter. Don Carlo Ancelotti looks like he eats peanuts like this. You know, when I was in Forte, I was there with your father. We were there together. Before we went to Angola, before we went to Angola,
Don Carlo looks like he puts his hair in a protective style.
Don Carlo sometimes does.
No, we must give him a pass. Don Carlo is that guy is one of us, bro. Look at the team.
Look at the current Real Madrid soccer team.
There are so many brothers there.
It looks like a Cinema Tunzi team.
Real Madrid looks like a cell of the ANC.
It does, the Spanish contingent.
Real Madrid looks like a branch of the EFF.
It looks like how do you say Mkonto is in Spanish?
Contra Esis way.
For an example. In our second headline, Virgil van Dijk and Kevin De Bruyne were seen partying it up with DJ Calvin Harris in Ibiza.
Guys.
Gentlemen.
The footballers are doing their thing.
They are living their best lives.
They could have been in Cubana.
It was high pressing on good times.
They did a gang and press on the Buzelas.
They may have bottled the Euros for their countries, but they bought other kinds of bottles.
Yeah, one.
The likes of my Hennessy.
Boma champagne.
Yeah, the one. Hooray! It's a boy.
Look, in the footballers' defense, they've had very tough seasons and they deserve a break.
They deserve to have a good time. Luckily, Jack Grealish wasn't there. Otherwise, they'll still be grooving today.
Jack Grealish is drunk now as we speak.
But Jack Grealish is that kind of guy where you're like, guys, let's go to Sun City. You're like, Jack, we're at a funeral.
And it's Tuesday. In our third story, more snakes and ladders at Sundowns as Mangoba Mngqithi is announced as an assistant coach once again.
He is like the Dwight Schrute of the coaches, the assistant to the general manager.
What is going on?
Mangoba, he's a serial bridesmaid.
The guys, never been the bride.
Always, it's mine. Oh, guys, I caught it again.
We're like, yeah, maybe put it down, dog.
You don't have luck with this.
This guy is so crazy. I feel like we need to give him a new nickname.
Okay, I'll start. Mangoba, where are the cones, Manguneti?
It feels like he's Mangoba. Let me ask my colleague first.
Mangoba, together we can do more, Manguneti.
Why does he have so many assistant coaches?
That's crazy. Mangoba, it takes a village to raise the Sundowns, Manguneti.
Guys, just give him a higher position at the team and allow him to do best.
Let him cook.
Yes. I will say this, Mo. This is in line with Sundowns' philosophy.
What is their philosophy?
They just purchase.
Who do they purchase?
Every player, they're like, come to our team. Every coach, come to our team.
That's funny.
And I think they put in a transfer request for Sia Collis.
I mean, he'll be a good right back.
What?
You don't know. In our fourth headline, Betway has acquired sponsorship rights to the Premier Soccer League in the Republic.
Yes!
Look at that.
Let's go!
Betway.
The B in Betway.
Oh, bro, that's always been my favorite letter.
Yeah.
I mean, the user-friendliness is 3 letters, Betway. I mean,
We're hyped.
I'm so excited.
We cannot wait.
Genuinely cannot wait. So, we're just going to say, Betway, imunati.
Betway, ingshana phakathi.
Betway, imunula mafura. And even touches your podrisi.
Betway, ingshaya ding dong.
Betway, I never had a father.
Betway, isithanda nonke emakhaya.
Betway, I can have it with my chakalaka.
What?
So, sometimes.
Oh yeah, no, they'll pick one.
Hopefully all 7.
Well, we've been the Rolling Subs. These have been your headlines. We'll see you guys soon. Mojak Lehoko here with
Mothebe, and as always, Argentina.
Whoa!
And Karankua.
Well, actually, just comment below. Let us know your thoughts.
Yeah.
And we'll see you guys soon.
We'll be back.
I can't keep saying that.
Up next, if I had a breadcrumb for each time he was angry, both my mother and I will be rich bakers. It's Mothebe with this week's rant.
Welcome to another episode of Park in the Padco. The Padco is packed, it's in neutral, and I am Mothebe, the chocolate, if you're nasty. Or lactose intolerant, if you're selfish. England fans are saying Gareth Southgate is the greatest English manager that ever managed England. The first England coach to take England to a semi since 1990. First English coach to take England to a Euro final. The first England coach to take England to a final in foreign soil. You know how you have to be saying like he took us to a final on foreign soil? The world plays the sport. You think people you can only play in your own house? Are you one of those guys that plays FIFA like, no, if I had my TV, I would win? Futag! Of course you guys will say he's your greatest manager. You guys haven't won anything for the last 50 years. That's 5 decades. Anyone can be a better manager than that guy. Bro, even a Tamagotchi with charisma and a 2-piece suit is a better manager than that guy. Imagine a Tamagotchi in a cardigan. Still be better than Gareth Southgate. He didn't develop a team. You guys saying, he developed this players. He didn't develop these players. He just chose the best players in the country and somehow still managed to them up. He assembled the Avengers of English soccer and still managed to not win anything with them. He's like the Hawkeye of the Avengers. Everyone else got superpowers. They're flying. My dog is just there with a bow and arrow. Out of breath. Human. Plain. Southgate. Oh, let's not forget about the previous Euros. Remember how Gareth Southgate set up those black players? Remember how he set up Saka? How he set up Marcus Rashford? How he set up Sancho? All these players that I've mentioned, there's a common thread amongst them. I can't, it's on the tip of my tongue. I can't. But I'm sure you can. I'll tell you something that's very interesting and fascinating. The English media are so biased and bigoted. What's the word for that one? Bigoted. The English media is so biased and bigoted that they overlook that the lionesses, guys, we've had this conversation. We've established there's no lions in England, yet they are naming themselves after male lions and lady lions. Simba and Nala are watching this saying, where are we in England? And then Mufasa's like, Simba, Futai, Papa, you're dead. Ghosts can't talk. Simba. Say another person's name. Every day is my name. But that base, Simba. Mufasa Futai. Anyway, they won the Euros in 2022 and they won the finalist in 2023. You know the competition. But you guys are so focused on other They came back with the Euro trophy. We're like, yeah, but my cottage pie is cold, beloved. Sexist and racist. That's what the English media and fan base are like. You guys like talking about stats? Here's some stats for you. Gareth Southgate is the first English manager to lose back-to-back finals. He's twice a loser. If we went to another tournament, you'd go there and lose that too. So Gareth Southgate, you. And I'm glad it didn't come home. And so, on that wonderful bombshell, I'd like to give you one of my first of many I told you so moments. There's many more coming in the future. United fans, Liverpool fans, Chelsea fans, and people from Karangua. Be prepared. The prophecy will come true, as Chocolate foretold it to be. It will come true.
And now for a man who's won the Premier Soccer League with 2 different teams. He's one of only few coaches who've won it 3 years in a row. Fun fact, this is his last championship winning kit. It is Gavin Hunt with Morena Mothupi next.
Well, it's another week, and you know how we do in this kind of setup. It is that time where we get to hang out with one of the greats of South African football, be it a coach or be it a player, or in this case, be it both. 10 questions, and I'm hanging out with one of the most successful coaches to come out of South Africa. And of course, that is Gavin Hunt. Coach Gavin, thank you so much for making the time to join us.
Thank you for having me.
I mean, we could talk about your football career, playing and coaching, until we're pink in our faces. But a lot of people know Gavin Hunt, the head coach. A lot of people know Gavin Hunt, the former Hellenic right back. But who is Gavin Hunt?
I'm a basic boy from a place called, I was born in a place called Seaforth in Simonstown. You know Cape Point?
Yeah.
If you blink, you miss it. Moved up further up towards Cape Town. And then obviously got involved in football at a very early age. Sort of 8, 9 years old, playing, the normal structure, go through the structured junior teams. And then, I joined a club, amateur club called Freshest, which is a big amateur club in Cape Town. And then sort of went into made the South African under-16 side. And then, I got picked as a professional at 17. I signed for Hellenic at 17, made my debut at 18. And the rest is history,
Your regrets, coach, as a player. We'll get to regrets as a coach, which I would imagine. But your regrets as a player, what do you feel like you should have done that you just never got to?
I never got the chance to move to another club, to experience another culture, to experience. And I say this, not I wanted to play in a black team.
Yeah.
I played in a white team all my life, and I wanted to play with black players. I just found the way they played the game was, in that time, we still had white teams, black teams.
Yeah.
It was difficult. And there was integration already in the 80s, mid-80s. But it wasn't as much as it should have been. And I would prefer to play like in a Bushbucks team or something like that, where there was a little bit more freedom. We were we were coached by fear.
Yeah.
And I don't think the black teams were coached by fear. So that was one of the regrets, to move to a club where, it's a different culture, different vibe.
How much of your lessons as a player, under those kinds of circumstances, you're playing by fear, you've never been exposed to playing with black players. How much of that has helped Gavin Hunt, the head coach?
No, huge. I learned another culture. And they live in the same country. I learned another culture.
Yeah.
I learned how people think, how they talk, how they eat, how they live, the music. I've learned everything about, and it's been, is what I would love to be coming into football now as a 16, 17-year-old kid.
Yeah.
To experience this new way of doing things. I mean, you see it in our rugby team now, our cricket teams. We lived. It was difficult. People say, but now that when I see what it's all about, I say to myself, "Gee whiz, I wish I was coming in now into the game now as a 16, 17-year-old kid."
Your favorite club, your favorite time, your best time, the greatest we've seen Gavin Hunt.
The best time for me. It's difficult. I mean, yes. I love the Wits, which you know what we had at Wits? We had a team there. We had this little stadium there. Yeah. We had this vibe there. We had a great pub, by the way, after the games.
I know, coach.
I spent many nights there. There was a club atmosphere there.
Yeah.
All the other ones, they're not a club. So I'm big on that, families and girlfriends and wives. So that period of time, and being a little bit successful, and great training facility, Surrey Park, you know, was beautiful there. So
Your worst time?
I think
The low-hanging fruit, a lot of people would say.
I think my biggest disappointment, obviously, Chiefs,
Yeah.
because I don't think I had that opportunity to do it my way. You know what I'm saying?
Who failed you at Kaizer Chiefs? Management or your
I can
players?
stand here and say I was to blame and everything was to blame. I get a call, I don't want to lie to you, 2.5 weeks before the start of the new season. 2.5 weeks, right? To say, hey, would you be interested in the job? I'm saying, oh, Kaizer Chiefs, obviously, you're not going to turn it down. I take the job. I get into the first 2 weeks. We can't do a preseason because these players can't run. They can't do any physical because they mentally, they're still scarred from the thing. Anyway, we play, we lose, not going too well. Win a few, lose a few. We get into Africa, obviously. African game is slow, which suits us.
Yeah.
I think to myself, we got a chance here. And I don't say anything to anybody. We go. First time I've ever got into a group, by the way, in the history of the club.
Yeah.
Wasn't very highly praised. I thought we beat Betway and Lehoko away, which is a top side, to get in the group. I'm playing the kids. Blom, Logobo, Mashiani. I've got kids when I'm playing now. I think, I can build. We're going to build for the future. Yeah. Now we're in the semi-final. We beat Simba.
Yeah.
We beat Simba. We get into a semi-final. We beat them 4-0, yeah. We lose 3-0 there. There's huge disappointment. We lost 3-0. I said, if it was the other way around, would you be happy? Oh, yeah. But it's the other way around. That was on the Sunday. On the Wednesday, we played Black Leopards in Venda.
Yeah.
We go there, we lose, get a call on the Thursday. You're out. I said, okay, I'm out. I said, let me do the Champions League at least. 2 games, let me go. Anyway, it was out. So that was a hell of a disappointment because that's the furthest I've been in the Champions League with a team, you know.
Do you deserve another chance as one of the top 3?
I think I'm past that. I think I need to go to the national team. I think I'm past that.
Wonderful. I'm glad you've gone there because I don't want to take you to these things.
Going there and you know, if you're going to make me the boss, then I must be the boss.
Yeah.
I can't go there and not be the boss. National team, I can be the boss and do what I want, you know. But for me, national team is, I'm at an age now, I'm older now. And for me to go there is not, you must be, I've got more chance of winning there, that's for sure. You got everything behind you.
Yeah.
And that's.
Here's one thing that's seemingly happening now, I think it's fair to say, thanks largely to Coach Peter Mosimane, is coaches are now starting to take that gamble, but also that they have the braveness to go out into the continent. What if North Africa starts?
I'll go tomorrow.
Really?
Yeah. I've never had the opportunity. Pitso was very lucky because he had he had the Sundowns team that won the Champions League. And obviously, once you win a Champions League, you know, the doors open for you. And you got the lucky job. And then once you're that, I mean, you won there. The one thing you got to say to him, what Pitso has done brilliantly, he was the first coach at Sundowns that said, I'm going to do this thing my way. I'm going to sign my players, not just good players. And they always brought foreign coaches in, signed players, square pegs, round holes, don't fit. He brought players in that he wanted, the way he wanted to play the game. And he was successful. You cannot not be successful. So Rolani's done the same now.
Yeah.
He brought a lot of players in that he wants, the way he wants to play the game. And that's the way it's got to be.
Thank you so much.
I've overstayed my welcome.
It's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Nice to see you.
Likewise.
Thank you.
Whether you're having a drink, a sandwich, or minding your damn business at the office, this guy will pop out of nowhere to test your ball knowledge. Because, well, he can. It's Mojak Lehoko with Streets Won't Forget.
It's been a long time. We shouldn't have left you without a horrible footballing opinion to step to. It's Mojak Lehoko, and the Streets Won't Forget, the Office Edition. Shh, the people are working. Oh, not as smooth as I would have liked. We're here asking people their favorite players to win the Ballon d'Or. Who do you pick?
Ezrom Nyandoro.
Ezram Nyandoro. No, these are for 2024.
Ezrom Josias Nyandoro.
I think he's retired. He doesn't even play five-a-side anymore. Who's your Ballon d'Or choice?
Vinny, because he's black.
Fair enough. Amandala, we're here for it. Ballon d'Or winner. Who's taking it?
Rodri.
Rodri, that's a first. Who's your pick, sir?
Jude.
Jude Bellingham. Why Jude?
It has to be Jude. The class, stepping up in big moments, influence. I mean, like, that guy saved England. I think the only reason that England was in the final is because Jude stepped up when he needed to, and those were on tired legs.
Why are you coming in? No, why are you rolling? No, man. Hi, more hi. Hi, take.
All right, we have to. It doesn't feel safe here, Aziz. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here, bro. Have you ever been?
No.
You've never been.
No.
Who's your Ballon d'Or winner?
Wait. Who Duke? Duke?
Duke from backstage.
No.
Ballon d'Or winner. Who you picking?
Lamine Yamal.
What? You're the first person to say that. Why him?
Because he's a bastard boy, and honestly, all these other guys aren't that interesting.
Who's your
Belly what? Belly?
Duke Belly man?
Boom.
This will only go downhill from here. Still in the office. Winners only, you know what I'm saying? Was I involved in any of them? No. But I'm claiming them as my own. Hey, it's Lace. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. And you?
I'm very well. What's your favorite Gqom song?
I don't have one.
Cooked. EPL starting. Are you going to be playing fantasy?
Of course.
Who are you picking? Your top 3 picks?
Haaland, man, you gotta back the Haaland.
Eze, I didn't expect Eze.
Maybe it's a bit biased, but maybe my top 2 will be Chelsea players.
Okay.
Definitely Cold Palmer.
Oh.
You know.
What about Son?
Oof. Who's in your fantasy team? Top 3 players?
I don't watch sport, eh?
Damn, that's a crazy thing to say at this office.
I love killing my budget, so Haaland.
Erling Haaland, we are left with 12 rand.
The next player, I'd say, watch out for Moises Caicedo.
I'm not a TV person, that's the thing.
Damn, man. Okay, brother, we're going to let you escape quietly. The block is hot. Thank you for your time.
Cool.
What? What? Is a sports place. The guy watches no sports. He's here reading Charles Dickens while we are watching the Premier League. Heaven! Where did we find that guy? What if he doesn't even work here? That's crazy. We need new security protocol.
Wow, Bukayo Saka.
Bukayo Saka, tell us why.
He's going to go 20 goals, 15 assists, no yellow cards, quadruple.
You heard it here first. Ballon d'Or winners who people think they won in their transfer targets. And now it's time for us to sign out. I got some emails to send. Let me just... Aziz, what's the password? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What? What the
And we're out. But don't forget, we live on the internet, so like and subscribe on our YouTube page. As always, we are on all social media platforms, so do find us. It's Smash Sports. Until next time, bye!